Hi guys, welcome back to Ego Startup. In this video, I want to share with us how Cloud AI saved me and my prospective client a cumulative, no, about 20,000 US dollars times 3 years. Yeah. Now, what I mean by that is um, $20,000 by subscription, right? Where more than 100 staff will be connected to use a tax stroke project management software, and each staff a task within the range of $5 to $10, and you have more than 100 staff plugged in to use um, this software. Now, at the end of the day, you'll be spending about the company will be spending about $20,000 to $23,000 every year, right? Now, for if it was to be me, my company alone possibly would have used it for free, but where you now have more than 100 staff connected to use some application, no company can give it that for free. So, as a way of helping our clients, right, I felt, okay, let me develop something that we will test first, and once everything goes well, then I'm make it available for my client. So again, it is a tax through project management web application, a very simple one, not complicated. Progressively, it can even be developed to um, something bigger based on need, not just based on availability, even though it's not needed, right? So in this video, I'm going to share with us basically how I was able to develop something simple using Cloud AI, okay? And I would strongly suggest you stick with me to the end, because at the end of the day, I'm going to show us how, I'm going to share with us the link so you can see what I did and also duplicate for yourself, right? Okay, so let me navigate to my screen. Now, before navigating to the application screen itself, let me quickly show us the screen of Cloud where the application was actually built. I skipped this when I was talking, so I'm just adding this. Now, as you can see, I titled it initially Project Management Web Application. That is it, what I tasked it. And so what I wrote, I told Cloud, you are to build a simple, mobile, responsive, intuitive, web-based project planning and tax tracking application like Kira. This application should include the following features. Now, I listed all the features it should have, right? That's what I told Cloud. And then Cloud began to build for me the system. As you can see, this is the schema, the base schema. Then there's the config, the login, and down the dashboard, and it continued down, right? All of these are part of, even when it got to a point where this is where the initial application development completed, but I needed more, so I asked it to, like here it was giving me the README that I can use to set up the application. That is what they call here README. Now these are all the setup processes, right? I don't really have all the patience to read all of this literature because I know what I want, and I know how to set up a system. So, but like I said, this is what I'm going to share with us. This screen here, I'm going to share with us. Now, if you go down, now it realized, I said, create the notification page, which it didn't do, right? Initially, it now did that. Okay, then, and I said, okay, so when I was testing the notification page, I saw this error. So I asked it to, I notified Cloud, it now corrected it. Now I asked to make some modifications again, And I said specifically, do not modify or change the entire code, blah, blah, blah. And it respected my decision and obeyed the instruction and did what I had to do. Now, I also said edit the tasks page. Remember what I told, yeah. So it did that. Now, so it's quite a lengthy assignment there. I even asked it to do what is called, can you make this application a progressive web application? And it did. And it built it for me. Now in the course of my showing you the application, you will see how I installed how I made the application to run as a PW application, right? Now, it continued down, 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 down. Now, there's also something that happened in the course of my building the application, which, of course, if you are into using the pro version of Claude, I suggest you go through that. So you watch the other video where I showed us how to move from individual charts, right, to a chart in a project. Well, what I mean is, assuming your chart is here now, and you've run out of what do you call it? You've run out of limits, and you need to continue. Certainly, Claude might find it difficult to remember the history of this existing one. So in that video, which of course maybe somewhere at the top or right, or if you don't find it on the screen, then you have to see it in a playlist, because all my AI tutorials are in the playlist. Now, how to move an individual chart here, right, into your project, right? So that was exactly what I experienced when I got to this point where I needed to build the reset password page. I got to this point, my max limit expired, and I was able to create a workaround on how to continue the project how to continue this chart in a project, right? So now I had to do this to show us how I was able to build this, and how I was able to also instruct Claude to give me exactly what I want. So now let's go and see how the final application on the web and how it works. Okay. Okay. Where's my screen right now? Okay. So here is the application, and of course, this is the login screen. And this login screen, there's a video I did. If you check the playlist, you'll see all of this, how I was able to transit from the previous screen to this, right? And that video, I talked about how you can move from Claude individual chart to how you can move your existing chart in your individual Claude chart to form part of a project in Claude, right? I don't know how to point, but I know if you check the playlist, you'll see there. I have a playlist for AI, all my AI videos, right? So I logged in, and this is the application. As I could see here, I named it after my company, McArel Project Manager. Now, when Claude developed this for me, yes, Claude, whatever it is called, developed for me, it called it Kira Project Manager, but I felt I should use my own name, and I also developed my own logo using, what is that now? Using Bing, I believe so. Bing, yeah, Bing.com. No, sorry. Yeah, using Bing. Can I find it now? Just let me pause a while and see if I can find it. Okay, sorry, it wasn't Bing. I actually tried to use Bing, but Bing didn't give me exactly what I wanted. I did all kinds of styles with Bing. It didn't work. It was giving me something heavier. But I eventually used ideogram. Ideogram. Ideogram.ai. Let me copy the name and put here and zoom. Um, this is what I used. I'm sure we can see it from there. Ideogram. And this is the very logo it gave out, it did for me, right? And that's what you can see here. That's what I've seen here. That's what I've seen here. So now for the favicon, I used Canva, and I did multiple of it, and Canva gave me this. So that's what I'm using for the what do you call it? Favicon. And also progressively, I used a few other to create the PWA as a progressive web app. I used a few other links that converted this logo into images that are designed for PWA application, right? I'm sure we know what PWA means, as in progressive web application. But all of that are now being covered in this. So I'm going to build, turn this into an Udemy course where I will do a detailed course on the steps I took. So there, I believe I should also make available all the script. But in this, I'm going to just share with you the link so you can, if you're interested, you can build for yourself. Okay. Now, this is a dashboard. It's a dashboard, and this is where you add your task, and this is where you view all the project. Now, this is also where you have the users. Now, I've asked my staffs to create their accounts, and that is what you see here. Okay, what you see here. So now, what will happen is this. I'm going to create a task. First, I'm going to create a project. So we'll just see how it works. So I'll call this email marketing. Email marketing. I will just copy, and the project ends by Friday 18th, right? And that's it. As you can see, I've created my first project, right? I've created my first project. Now I'm going to add task to this project and assign it to the staff, right? So I'll go to task, and then I click create task. And I can say, okay, what I say, please commence the design of, okay, sorry, I can just leave it there, and okay, I will call it design of email campaigns, email marketing campaigns. Okay, then I can just sorry there. Okay, please comment design of the design of the email marketing campaign template rather. okay. Then I put it under email project, sorry, email marketing project, and then I assign to Aye Patricia, and then depending, I can choose it to be as in priority, low, medium, or high. But this I leave it at medium, and then due date is 18th of July. Now I really do not have any attachment, but attachment works perfectly well, right? It works perfectly well. But for the purpose of this demonstration, let me just add something. Right, just add something and then I create. It's been created. Now I can choose to create new task or view the task I just created now. You can see there, right? Now, when my staff logs in on to her own side, she'll be able to, like this very staff here, when she logs in, she'll be able to view the task and start executing the task. Now, if I want to do the task, assuming I assign it to myself, all I need to do is click on in progress, and then I click on update, and then that is now my assignment to do. Whatever I do outside, whenever I'm done by the particular day, I will come here, post a comment. You can see I have begun. Now I'm saying I'm writing this assuming it's a staff. I have begun the design of the email marketing campaign template, right? And then I'll add it as my comment, right? That is basically how it is done. And as you can see, it's a complete project tax management system. Now I can also, I didn't do this. I changed this to in progress. See, it has changed from to do to in progress. Now, if I go to my dashboard, you'll see it's showing in progress, right? So it has moved from to do to in progress. Now, it has not yet completed because it's still in progress. Now, if I want to add a personal to do, I can simply come here and say, check the bank or do whatever, maybe just check bank, right? So this is my personal to do, and once I am done with it, I click on this. So imagine paying for this for, call it 200 to 300 staff, and what that will mean in the pulse of my client. So this was built in less than, call it in 24 hours, because I actually began this, today is Sunday. I began this assignment, call it yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. No, Saturday night. Okay, call it plus minus 48 hours, because first you need to run all the script in cloud, right? And then you now set it up, right? And then you now start testing. Actually began Friday night, yeah, ran it, and then continued yesterday, Saturday. And it was actually up, I said yesterday, it was fully up running. I'm doing as a way of showing us how it works. Now, there is something I will also add Cloud to do. Like if you see here, if I create a task, currently it's assigned to only one task. Now I'll go back and tell Cloud, make this to be multi user, which means, multi-assign, which means if I choose to assign this task to more than one person, I can add, I can select more than one name here, and then I create a task. And then an email will be sent to each and every one of them, so they know that they are involved in this task, but right now it's only assigned to one staff, right? It's only assigned to one staff. So this is a complete. Now you can also see it has room for uh, profile. Um, I wouldn't want to go into this, so I don't disclose my personal details here. Then it also has what we call notification. Now, if you go through the process of building the system, you see where I ask Cloud to make sure that the notification has sound, right? Has sound in it. Now, when my staff logs in, she'll be hearing the sound at the background until she clicks on the notification bell. The sound will continue. So, as you can see, it's a complete system, and from my end, I will be seeing what my staff is doing. I wouldn't need to start memorizing, hey, have I done this, have I done that? At the end of the day, I log into the system and I'll be able to see what they're doing. Then I've also asked Cloud to, as it is, if you check it up here, you see that the progressive web app feature is running. I don't know how I'm going to zoom this. Let me see. The progressive add button here is running, of which if I want to install it as, as you can see, I want to install it as an app on my desktop. I can comfortably do that by clicking on install app here. You see. So now it has actually signed me, okay, no. Now that's it, it has installed it, and I'm running it now as a progressive web app on my desktop, right? I'm running it now as a progressive web app. So it has all of this. Now, even if when you are in the building of the application, you see all of it there in Cloud. It's open. You can run it for yourself, and tells you the script. Now, if you want to, please note, if you rerun the script afresh, it will rebuild for you a new interface. Certainly, it's going to rebuild for you a new interface. The features on the page might be the same, but you have a different interface, as in new stuff will be added. For example, when I asked it to recreate or redesign the users, the edit, I think the edit task, the edit task, it gave me, as you can see, this purple background here is not in other pages, right? But because when it built the application, it did not add the edit task page, so I asked it to add the page, and eventually it now gave me something more unique, not included in the other pages, and then also give me this header here with this background. If you check on other pages, they're not there. So feel free, run it, test it. If it's okay with you, then use it as you please. Okay. And now, for those of us who have stayed till this time, I'm gonna add a link, a short URL on this. I'm gonna show you on this screen. So all you simply do is copy the URL and paste it on the browser. It will redirect it to the actual URL where the shareable link is, right? As a way of appreciating you for staying to this point, you have it for free as a bonus. And if you feel maybe I could help in any way, fine. But I'm going to do a detailed course on this application and then make it available on Udemy, for anyone who is interested in following my step-by-step process. Don't be scared. The fee there won't be more than $5. although Udemy could decide to change it as they please, right? But I don't think I should make anything more than $5 to be able to go around. Now, I also have other courses, other applications I've built using Cloud. They're all available here on YouTube. So feel free to play around and enjoy yourself. Thank you for for watching, and I appreciate if you give it a thumbs up if this video has impacted, added value to you, and also subscribe for more because I'm adding more videos to my channel. See you in the next video. Remember blessed.